On a sunny afternoon, Sam and Zoe sat side by side on their cozy porch, sipping juice and flipping through old books. That's when they found a big brown book, titled, Generous World. Curious, Sam gently lifted the cover of the book, while Zoe leaned in close. The air seemed to hold its breath. As they turned the first page, a sudden breeze swept across the porch. The leaves rustled, the book began to glow, the world spun and swirled, the porch faded away, and suddenly, everything was quiet and warm. They landed barefoot on a golden beach. Soft sand tickled their toes, and waves sparkled under the sun. They bent down and started drawing squiggly lines and suns in the sand with their fingers. They worked together to build the biggest sandcastle ever, complete with turrets and shell windows. Tiny crabs scuttled by, and the kids watched them dance sideways across the shore. Tired from playing, they lay back under the shade of palm trees, watching. They climbed into a small wooden sailboat. As they floated out to sea, dolphins began to leap beside them. Back in the boat, the book fluttered open to a new page. Lush green vines, exotic birds, and deep forest filled the sea. Now, they were in the jungle. Birds called overhead, and monkeys swung between vines. They reached a rickety rope bridge stretching over a wild river. Sam looked nervous. Zoe took the first step. One by one, they crossed carefully, holding hands and peeking down at the water. The next page led them to a peaceful flower farm. Colorful petals swirled in the breeze as far as they could see. Near the edge of the farm, camels waited. They climbed onto a gentle one and began their sandy journey. As the day ended, they watched the golden sun set behind the dunes, casting long shadows across the flowers. They cuddled up inside a cozy tent, gazing out at the starry sky, whispering stories by lantern light. A new page turned and roared. Dinosaurs filled the horizon. The ground trembled softly beneath their feet. They tiptoed between the legs of enormous, gentle dinosaurs chewing on tall trees. Near a cave, they discovered giant fossil footprints carved into the rocks. Sam pretended to follow them. A roar echoed in the distance. Zoe grabbed Sam's hand, and they ran through waving ferns, laughing. The next adventure brought them to a mountain trail. They climbed steadily, wildflowers blooming along the path. At the top, they unpacked a picnic and munched happily, watching clouds drift by. Suddenly, a group of playful mountain goats appeared nearby, hopping and bouncing between rocks. They danced in a field of flowers, laughing as petals whirled around them like confetti. The book opened one last time, and a breeze tugged gently at the pages. The world started to shimmer and fade. They were back. Everything looked the same: the chairs, the table, but inside, something felt different. Zoe peeked at the last page. It read, "The world is wonderful, just follow its flow and enjoy the beauty of life." Sam and Zoe looked at each other and smiled. The adventure had ended, but their hearts were full.